I think Devin Booker's really been let off the hook.
Devin Booker's been let off the hook as well.
I haven't really heard anything about Devin Booker.
It makes sense why Devin Booker's been let off the hook.
Why though?
Welcome to the Out of Bounds show. I'll tell you which episode number it is later, because I don't know right now.
Leave is episode 8.
Episode 8. Max. As you can see, I'm back with a new name. I'm no longer AAA, I'm FYD.
FYD, tell them what it stands for.
Say it now, man. It's just FYD, man. You figure it out one day.
Yeah, man.
You also have our boy
Kemsy. It's good. Alright. So, bro, let's get into it. The game 7s, man. Which one do you want to start with? We watched one of them together.
Let's start with the one we watched.
Yeah?
We gotta start with that one.
Alright, cool. So, Bucks and Celtics. What's your takeaway, bro?
My takeaway? My takeaway is Giannis can't do it on his own. Like, some things, he could get through that first round by himself, cool. I mean, I'm not going to say by himself, Drew was a part of it.
Yeah, of course.
Drew was a part of it.
Yep.
But that second round, when he came against real competition in the end of the day, because the Bulls weren't real competition, he couldn't do it.
It spoke to the importance of Chris Middleton for me.
Yeah.
So what our boy, Old Man Baldy, was saying, he's not here today. Neither is Sanchez, but we're good.
Soldiers.
Yeah, man, Fallen Soldiers, we'll put one out for them later, it's all good. Old Man Baldy was saying that Chris Middleton is the only other guy who could really create something off the dribble, and that's what the commentators were saying as well.
Yeah.
So you've got Giannis there, and Drew can do that, but he's not Chris Middleton. And Drew's got a defensive assignment on Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of energy being used up there as well.
And you saw what happened, man. It became the worst two-man game I've ever seen. Like, I only saw 2.5 quarters, maybe 2 quarters.
I'd even call it just a one-man game. I mean, Giannis was practically doing everything. I think Drew tried, of course, but again, he's guarding Tatum. He's got a lot on his plate. And then we have the role players. Really have no business being on the court, I'll be honest, because they're not going to get the open shots.
And they don't know how to create open shots.
Exactly, they can't create the shot, and Giannis is going 1-on-3, 1-on-4, and then Celtics, being the great defenders that they are running out, contesting those shots, so nothing's really working. No one really willing to put the ball down on the floor either. I mean, Grayson Allen tried, but Grayson Allen, he's not. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, that's my takeaway, really, just the importance of Chris Middleton and how lethal the Celtics really are, and how much Jason Tatum stepped up. You didn't even mention him yet.
No, I was gonna say before we move on, someone that's on your team now, PJ Tucker. Think the Bucks really missing that much?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Well, I think everyone said this at the beginning. They should never have let PJ Tucker walk. 15 million, 2 years? They could have spared that.
Could have done that.
Yeah, and they just won the chip with him. I don't see why you would lose such an important defender. I mean, KD was dropping numbers, but
they were tough numbers.
Yeah, he was working for it. You know what I'm saying? That's KD.
By the end of that game 7 last year, we saw the benefit of PJ, because then KD was tired. He couldn't make shots in the overtime. It was done because
PJ was all over him.
Yeah,
all over him.
But this year, if PJ's there, maybe Drew Holiday's not so tired and he can actually make buckets, because PJ would have been on to have the defensive assignment. It would have been Drew.
And I want to talk about PJ after we speak about Dallas, yeah?
We'll talk about Dallas.
Yeah.
My boy Luka Jordan, man.
Yeah, alright, man. Let's talk game 7 in Dallas. I watched that one live. I had no business staying up because, boy, they were down 30 at the half. I had work the next morning, but I just thought, this is crazy. Like, I was in disbelief. I couldn't.
It's history. Just like, I don't think we'll ever forget this game 7, you know. I think this game 7 is a very defining game 7 in Luka's career, Chris Paul's career, Ayton and Booker's career. It's a very
Ayton got benched.
Ayton got benched, bro.
What court did you get benched again?
The second or third?
Yeah.
Got benched early.
Yeah. He did. I didn't see no occasion on the bench, but he got benched.
He's a free agent or something.
It's crazy, man. He ain't getting max dollars. I don't think he'll get max dollars, not after that.
I'll be honest, I think he still does.
You think? I mean, you know, it's possible the way the NBA is, and he's a young star. Like, I think
a lot of people don't blame DeAndre Ayton for how he played in that game.
No. Well, he barely played.
Barely played. That's
but the thing is, I think the reason why we don't blame him is because he didn't get the ball too much anyway. And I think if they did get him the ball, every time he got the ball in the paint, he scored. They just didn't get it to him.
See, that's wild then. Because if you're seeing, like, not even you're seeing, if you end the quarter and one player has the same amount of points as you, and down by that.
As your whole team.
As your whole team.
27,
Not
27.
one player has the same amount of points as your whole team, and the rest of his team has another 30 points on top. You gotta change what you're doing.
You gotta.
Whatever works, do. Whatever doesn't work, you gotta move on from it. If it don't work, you gotta move on.
Yeah, like, to be honest, leading up to this episode, I've been trying to think of an explanation as to what could have happened to the Suns that game, because we've seen all the NBA players' reactions. These guys talk so much. Ant Edwards on live, Pat Bev on TV now. Love that guy. Love that guy. But they talk so much. They this, they that. No one's scared of them. Blah blah. But to lose like that in that fashion, they just got cooked, and it wasn't even a competition from the start. I mean, Luka Doncic came out. I think he scored the first 8 points, and then Spencer Dinwiddie gets a free. And then just letting Spencer Dinwiddie run the ISO now, and he's confident as hell. He's been ghosting this playoffs.
That's another thing as well. Like defensively, what were Phoenix doing? Phoenix is actually one of the better defensive teams in the league. Right? Boston, Phoenix, Dallas, probably the 3 best defensive teams in the league, and they're still in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
What were they doing letting Spencer Dinwiddie cook?
Yeah.
He hasn't, like you said, he hasn't been cooking all playoffs. I think he only had one other good game the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
He barely cooked when he was with Dallas this season anyway. He's barely cooked at Dallas.
Oh no. He's had a good.
He's had good games, but when I say barely cooked, like Spencer Dinwiddie.
I think he hasn't cooked like that.
No.
But that's because there's Luka. But now, when you're giving him all these ISO opportunities, you're bringing them back to the
like he's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn days. Yeah, Brooklyn days.
Like Brooklyn.
Yeah, like this is what I do, sort of thing. And you got Tatum guarding him.
Yeah. Oh,
so he's just
stupid.
I'm saying this. You get just getting any switch they want. They were targeting Chris Paul. Chris Paul.
Man, the point God himself wasn't so godlike.
Yeah.
And when you see a God bleed, it changes, man.
Do you know what my thing is? I was even debating with my boy Preds all over the TL. Maybe he might be on the next episode, but yeah, all over the TL about this yesterday. He was saying that Chris Paul deserves the same slander that Westbrook and Paul George and all these guys have gotten.
Facts.
The way I look at it is...
Saves the same slander James Harden's game.
See, yeah, he said that too. But my thing is, Chris Paul is an elite point guard. He's elite. So you're right, he deserves slander. He does.
That's why he deserves it.
He does. And he's had a few bad games. It's not like he just choked in this one. He had a few bad games leading up to this. But the reason why I think you can't give him the same amount of slander as you would James Harden and Westbrook and all those other guys is because as a 6 foot point guard, to me, you can't do... Wait, hear me out. You can't do what people like Westbrook and Harden could do. You can put a whole franchise on your back to an extent, but when you get real competition and you're 37 and you have Lucas switching on you every 2 seconds, cooking your ass, bro, it's not the same. It's not the same, and he's not their main scorer.
I understand what you're saying, but that's not even the problem with Chris Paul. It wasn't. We didn't need Chris Paul to drop 30. We need you to not turn the ball over 17 times.
Yeah, that's true.
He has the same.
He was a shell of himself.
Like, what was it? Ever since he turned 37 during the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
He's had the same amount of turnovers as points.
Yeah, I think even more.
In fact, he's got more. He ended with more turnovers than points. How you not like Chris Paul? Again, I started with saying point guard for a reason. If you're the point guard, when you're Chris Paul, the lowest assist to turnover ratio in history, no one turns the ball over less than you.
Yeah.
In order for your team to stand a chance, in order for Ayton to look good, in order for Booker to look good, Chris Paul knows it's on him. You don't have to score 30, you don't have to score 25. 15 and 12. 2 rebounds, that's all you need.
I understand. I just think his role isn't big enough to deserve the same amount of slander.
His role is big enough. People talk about him being MVP this year. They had him in MVP.
But that's just because of win effects. I don't really buy that. I don't really buy into that.
If people are gonna put him in MVP conversations, they're talking like that. Again, we call him the point guard. We're saying all these things. He's had good performances. He's the one that was saying that it's on my. If you're putting it on your shoulders, then cool.
Yeah,
it is on your shoulders. It is on your shoulders.
I understand. If you get slander, I wouldn't be surprised. I still don't think it should be the same level as a Westbrook or Harden, but that's just...
Them boys made the finals before Chris Paul ever did.
Yeah, but that's the...
And they were younger. They were much younger. So them losing the finals makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, no, you know, I hear that. But it's not even just the finals. It's after that. They didn't get no criticism for losing the finals. They were a young team. They were expected to lose, you know what I'm saying? It was afterwards. But I think Devin Booker's really been let off the hook.
Devin Booker's been let off the hook as well.
I haven't really heard anything
But
about Devin
it
Booker.
makes sense why Devin Booker's been let off the hook.
Why though?
One, for starters, at least for the whole playoffs, he actually has been putting his team on his back and doing his best. Like, he's the only one that... Against... Who were they playing last round before? Was it Utah? Not Utah. Who did Phoenix have last round?
New Orleans. Oh, last year?
No, last round. New Orleans.
Last round, New Orleans, yeah.
When Brandon Ingram boys were actually starting to come for them,
Yeah.
Book pulled him out there. That's
Yeah.
Chris Paul had a good game. I think he had
14 for 14, bro, in the elimination game.
Yeah, like, but Book did that.
I hear it. He did his thing, but do you know why I think he's been let off the hook? It's because you heard in the media, especially the media, it's going to be Devin Booker and Luka. That's who it's going to be between. They didn't really mention Chris Paul. They said Chris Paul needs to play, blah, 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 but it was Devin Booker versus Luka. You can't come out and go score 11 points on 3 for 14 shooting.
How many minutes he played that game? He didn't play the whole game.
20-something. I mean, you wouldn't play the whole game if you're down 40 points, 50 points.
Nah,
Like,
that's not point.
so, but yeah, that's why I think he's been off the hook. Luka's coming right at you. You've been trash talking. You've been talking all this shit, all the playoffs. Everyone's expecting you to go off. You drop 11 points on 3-14 shooting. Luka drops 35 and 10, and he could have dropped more. He just didn't need to.
That's Lucas Jordan, man.
So it's just, I think that's why he's been. I think that's why I think he's been off the hook.
Yeah, you're correct. I'm not even gonna try to argue with you now. Can't be a contrarian. You're right. Devin Booker has been let off the hook. For why, in terms of the media, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the media seems to be angling for Devin Booker being in this face of the NBA conversation. And because they want to be part of this face of the NBA conversation, they're being lenient on him. They're being lenient on Chris Paul.
Yeah, they are.
It's only Pat Bev and Kate and Perkins.
Yeah.
Only those two were going at Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Everyone
Everyone
was real quiet about how bad Chris Paul was. They're being real quiet about how they're being real quiet about the Suns, period.
Yeah.
Monty Williams, love him. Great coach. Terrible job.
That game 7 was terrible.
Terrible job.
Terrible.
That is the worst. That's one of the worst. That's probably the worst coach game 7.
I think the whole team deserves slander.
The whole team. Cameron Payne. You talking all that smack this year?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Nah.
Cameron Payne. We have Mikal Bridges. You know that. The thing is, I think it's just the way they lost this year after everything that's happened during the regular season that makes it so bad. Like, there's videos of them dancing to Young Boy and then blowing teams up by 30. And, you know what I'm saying? They're cocky.
They're very.
And then they just get done. By 46.
And that's part of that Chris Paul thing as well, man. Because Chris Paul, again, love Chris Paul, great player. But Chris Paul's a cocky guy. He's a cocky dude.
I don't think he's cocky.
Oh, sir.
He
played in Houston for 2 years. That motherfucker cocky. That motherfucker cocky. Chris Paul's
with good reason, I think.
It is with good reason. But at the same time, I have to say it's not. Because you ain't got a chip.
Okay, alright. Yeah, that's how to argue.
You ain't got a chip. LeBron's allowed to be cocky. KD can be cocky. Steph, them boys can be cocky. Chris Paul can be confident. Can't be cocky.
Do you know why I say he can be cocky? Because he makes teams win.
How many game 6 he lost? How many game 7 he lost?
I think he's at Owen. It's 4 or 5.
He might have won 1 game 6 his whole career, and that was last year. And then that was booked. In fact, that was definitely booked, that game 6 last year. And then this year? Got to a game 7, lost. Game 7 the Clippers lost. The Hornets lost. We go through his losses.
Hey, blame Scott Foster. I'm
joking. Then we got to blame Doc too.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
Like, we got to blame everybody. We ain't blaming Chris Paul though.
I hear you. I bet. Let's move on.
Oh.
Conference finals predictions.
Alright. We're doing West or East?
Let's go with East. East is nice. East is very nice.
It's easy. The East is the easiest one.
Guys.
It's Boston.
You see that? You see
It's
how
Boston.
they move? You know what?
It's really Boston. I said it as well. If Miami makes it past Boston, I'm wearing an Oladipo jersey, all fans.
Yeah, you wear the Oladipo jersey.
I'll wear all fans.
That's the bet we made.
I promise I'll do that.
But you know what? Let's shake on camera real quick. Come. Bet.
Yeah,
So, this is what I wanted to say. I'm picking Miami, yeah? And the reason why I have to first of all, yeah. But the reason why I'm picking Miami is because of the way our team's built. And we have Spoelstra. And I think that's our biggest trump card right there. Because Spoelstra knows how to make serious adjustments. Doc is a cold coach. He's a very good coach.
He's a very smart coach.
Yeah, he's a very smart coach too. But my thing is, if Miami's shooters are going, there's nothing you can do. I'm telling you, right, there's nothing they're going to be able to do. Because if the shooters are going, you have to worry about them No one's gonna stop Jimmy Butler. I don't think anyone's stopping Jimmy Butler this series. And then the reason why I'm confident in Jimmy Butler having a good performance is because this is what I want to say about PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker is probably going to pick up Tatum, which means Butler won't be using so much energy on the defensive end.
So he's gonna get what, Jaylen Brown?
We can take Jaylen Brown. We can supplement Jaylen Brown. That's alright.
But then he is what, Marcus Smart and Al Horford?
I'm not worried about him.
You don't worry about him?
Adebayo on
Al Horford dropped 30.
Yeah, no, Al Horford's a good ass player. But I'm putting Adebayo on Al Horford. I'm cool with
You're
that.
confident with that?
I'm cool with that.
You dropped 30 on Giannis. You confident with Adebayo?
Adebayo's a defender, bro. He's a defender.
Giannis has a DPOY.
He's a DPOY, but not for on-ball defense.
It's not for on-ball defense.
Rotation.
But in terms of at least big man defense on the rotation, who you think? Bam's gonna shut down Al Horford?
I think Bam's gonna eat this series. I can't lie.
I do not think he's eating.
Do you know what I think he's gonna eat? They ain't really got much rim protection. Robert Williams is injured. The rim protection's gone. Bam's gonna eat.
Disagree.
That's what I think.
I don't think so. I think one thing with Bam that's gonna be unfortunate for him is that the Boston Celtics know how to guard his prototype player. His build, speed, athletics, the way he moves, they know how to guard that. They've shown it for the past 2 seasons. Bam's gonna do nothing.
I think he's gonna. Do you know what the thing is? The difference between Bam and Giannis. You have to pay so much attention to Giannis. Not all the attention is gonna be on Bam. That's why I think he's gonna eat. Because he's gonna be. He might not. He's not gonna go under the radar. There's still you're still gonna have to watch Bam.
He's gonna have one game.
But I think he's gonna have a good few games. If he's aggressive, I think he'll have a good few games.
He hasn't been eating this whole playoffs. He's gonna have one game.
With DeAndre Jordan guarding him, he's eating. And the thing is, Tyson.
Everybody eats with DeAndre Jordan guards there. Everybody eats with DeAndre Jordan guards there. That makes no sense. I've not seen a single person not eat all year with DeAndre Jordan on there. I'm eating with DeAndre Jordan guarding.
Yeah, I'm like, we were eating. Listen, Tyson guarding Bam Adebayo, I'm confident Bam's eating. Yeah. It doesn't even just off him stuff.
Should be confident.
I'm getting he's getting boards over him. 100%. I don't have no faith in Tyson on the boards. I'll hope for cool. That's a good matchup. But if Tyson's guarding Bam, we're getting boards like all day. So I'm not worried about that. My only concern is obviously the Celtics role players, but we're not going to get the same looks. Like Grant Williams, he shot 7 for 18 for free. He's not getting 18 open shots or 17 open shots. Like he's not getting. We can close out.
You can close out. No one's saying you can't close out, but you said already your best defenders, their assignments are going to be Jason Tatum, main. So the way they were guarding Harden when you had 3 guys blitzing him off the ball, you'll do that every time to Tatum.
I don't think Tatum's a great. Like we're blitzing Harden off the ball. Harden's a great playmaker. Tatum isn't the playmaker that Harden is.
You don't need to be.
So he's going to be tested.
Oh, that's not going to work.
You don't think?
Tatum, no offense to your defense. Your defense is really good, but Tatum's at a point right now, the way he's playing in the playoffs, where he does not care. He's at him and Luka, right now, the only 2 players that are playing in the playoffs.
Peak confidence.
It don't matter who's guarding me, what size, what position, what you got DPO, whatever. I don't care who you are. I'm taking to the rim, I'm shooting, whatever, I'm going to do it and it's going to go in.
Did Tatum get blitzed in the Milwaukee series? I'm watching it. I don't think he really
I don't think they ever blitzed him.
So you're gonna.
I don't think they ever blitzed him.
I think he's gonna have a serious adjustment game.
Yeah,
and I think
game 1's gonna blitz him.
I think he's gonna eat. Yeah, I think he's gonna get his buckets because he's Tatum. Yeah, I have no problem with that. You shut down 3 of the other guys.
But you know what I mean?
I think we will.
You know what I mean? Because when Jaylen Brown and Tatum drive in, 2 of you are gonna go in.
Now we got Bam.
2 of you are going in. Because even with Bam, I remember the block. I remember Bam's block on JT.
I'm gonna bring it up because that was a miracle block.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not happening again. JT dunking it this time.
Oh no, Bam's there.
No. This time JT's dunking it.
You better pray he dunks it. You better.
This is conference final MVP version of Jason Tatum.
No, he's leveled up.
But man.
Cool. Alright, let's wrap this one up. What's your prediction? The Celtics and what?
I'll say 5.
5? Rethink it. 5. Say enough.
I think you guys get game 1.
Alright, say enough.
You get game 1 at Boston, and I think that is it.
No, we got home court, no?
No.
Did we?
Matter of fact, we
were first seed.
Yeah, you do. They
Yeah,
2 seed. Alright, so you get game 1 in Miami. Yeah, that's it.
I'm saying Miami in 7. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a great
If it goes
series.
7, you're definitely not winning.
I don't know, I've got 5th.
You have more chance if you're up in 6.
I trust Butler more than I trust Tatum in game 7. And it might sound wild, but I do. I can't lie.
It's not as wild as you think it sounds. Because Butler's proven himself in the clutch moment.
Exactly. But people don't know Butler.
Nah, a lot of people that watch him in Chicago, they didn't watch him when he went to Minnesota. No one cared about that season.
Yeah.
When he was in Philly for like half a year, no one cared. Like, now he's in Miami, kind of care, but he's been injured most of the time. So.
Kawhi doesn't hit that three. They're in the finals.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, I bet West, Golden State and Mavs.
I think this is tough, you know.
You think?
I think this is tougher than it. I think on paper it looks like a clear Golden State Warriors victory.
But so does Phoenix, to be fair.
Yeah, because my thing is, who's guarding Luka?
No.
Draymond ain't guarding Luka.
I think they're putting Wiggins on Luka.
That's not gonna work.
I don't think anything's gonna work.
Like, and if it's not gonna work, then they're gonna start doubling and tripling Luka. And if them boys in Dallas are open, it's the same thing that's gonna happen if Golden State had everybody open.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So, oh man, like I don't know. And the way Luka's playing, I'm never gonna stop calling Luka Jordan in the playoffs. In the playoffs, Luka, he is Michael Jordan. This LeBron James comparison. No offense to LeBron, but he's Michael Jordan.
LeBron's serious though.
Play LeBron serious. But play LeBron passed up a lot of shots. Play with Jordan never passed up a shot. Play with Jordan, play with Luka, don't pass off shots. The only time play with Luka pass off shots, second half of last game.
Wow.
Second half of last game.
I'll leave that one there, but
I'm lying.
No. He doesn't pass up shots. I don't think LeBron passes up shots. I think he creates better shots.
He believes he's creating a better shot, but those shots don't always go in. So that's what
I think that's just
Luka is taking that to the hole. He's shooting it. He's not passing it. Every year since Luka's been in the league, these boys have been in the playoffs. He's taken them to game sevens. This is the first time I think they've won a pivotal.
This is his first year out of the first round.
Yeah. So it will be the first time he's won a game seven. Yeah. Luka Jordan.
Alright, I'll go with it. But give me numbers. Golden State. Whoever you're picking and what. It will change episode to episode. So
my head says Golden State in 7, but my heart saying Dallas in 7.
In 7?
Dallas in 7.
Okay. I'm gonna say Golden State in 6, but it's a very conditional 6 because Golden State's defense isn't what it was back in their championship days, but it's still something that they can run. They can still guard up. Yeah, it's just not what it was. If Dallas role players are going, this thing is definitely going 7, and Dallas could win it. My thing is, I think the biggest thing in the series is going to be how Jason Kidd decides to deal with someone like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I think if you take one of them out of the game, no one's going to guard Luka. I think they're good. It's just how do you do that without letting somebody else explode for 40? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the concession you make. You allow one of them to explode for 40 if it stops all of them from getting 30.
But you know the thing is, the thing with Golden State, once one of them gets hot, it's like they all get hot.
It's because so usually it's Steph or Klay. When they're going in, what happens is again the defense just gets sucked towards them because everyone's just trying to stop them now. It's like we can't let this guy keep shooting.
Yeah.
But then once everyone starts going in, it's like Klay's or this guy's.
But the thing is, bro, it's been proven so many times now. Steph or Klay gets hot, they've won that game.
Yeah, but
Klay's sick. Do you remember Game 6 Klay? You know what I'm saying? A hot Klay is a very dangerous thing.
Only had over 30, not 30 on the dot. Only had over 30 twice.
But I say he's the reason when he gets hot, it opens everything up for everyone, and that's why they win the game. So Steph hot is disgusting because he's gonna put it from half court and it's wet.
But Game 6 Klay's one game.
No, OKC.
No, I'm saying
this season.
It's gonna be one game. As in, he only gets one game 6 in the series.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just using that as an example. I'm saying a hot Klay is a very dangerous thing. A hot Steph is a very dangerous thing. Jordan Poole is dangerous, but not to that degree.
It's not the same dangerous as them. But now, I don't know. Right now, the way Golden State are playing, Golden State are still obviously clearly one of the best teams in the league, and they're playing like it right now as well.
Yeah. They won't win a championship playing like this though.
I know, and I don't think they've actually been seriously tested yet.
No,
not seriously.
I think Memphis tested them, but I think that's because they allowed Memphis to test them. Yeah. If you know what I'm saying.
And who did they get in the first round? I don't remember their first round.
Feck, who did they get in the first round? He was AFC. Forget it. It's fine. Nuggets. That's you.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Jokic.
I've done them in 5.
Oh yeah, Jokic had one game.
Yeah,
no, he played well. Jokic played well.
Yeah, but it's Golden State. You can't.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Golden State didn't even have to go on the one that series. So, bro,
Stephen Clay didn't have to play well. It was Jordan Poole that whole series.
Yeah.
That whole first round was Jordan Poole.
They ain't have to do that there.
So now Dallas again. I think we said this. I think last time I was on here, I said this. But Dallas is was and probably is still probably the number 1 defense in the league ever since, what was it, January? Since January they were the best defense in the league.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll go with yeah.
But since January they were the best in the league. Maybe not in the playoffs, but in the season they were the best defense in the league. Right? Boston I think clocked in at second.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Dallas. I think Jason Kidd's very smart, and I think Dallas has a game plan for them. And I think if it works, Golden State gonna have a problem. If it works once, Golden State will have a problem.
It's the adjustments. That's the thing.
I don't think Steve Kerr can make the adjustments.
No, as well as kid. No,
I don't think Steve Kerr, because he's never had to.
Yeah. No, he's been spoiled. And
when he has had to, it's never worked.
Yeah. I'm not like here to say Steve Kerr's a bad coach, but he's nowhere near a great one. No, I think he's just been spoiled his whole career. But that's a different topic. Alright, but alright. So then the next question actually is are the Golden State Warriors your favourite to win the championship this year?
If they beat Dallas, yeah.
I'm gonna say no, even if they beat Dallas, and that's because I think whoever comes out of the East is taking the chip.
I disagree.
I think. But let me get one thing. I think especially if Boston get past, I think that's Golden State's nightmare. I think that's their biggest nightmare. Because Golden State run around 1 million screens, blah, blah, blah. So it's a switch and all of that. And they can switch it. They can afford to switch it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They can, but... Alright, the problem... Alright, this is going to sound weird. No offense to the East. The East has been the strongest it's ever been and was a stronger conference this year.
Yep.
But in the finals, without Milwaukee, and honestly without the presence of KD and Kyrie, I don't think there's a team in the East that I think can do it. If Boston doesn't have no one on that squad that's been to a finals. Not a single player.
Yeah.
If they went up against Golden State Warriors in the finals, even their coach has never been to a finals.
Yeah. I don't think they're afraid at the moment though.
They're not afraid at the moment, which will get them a couple games, possibly. But then you're talking about boys that are hungry, that have been waiting to come back to this. Like to them, this is home.
You think Boston looks hungry, Miami looks hungry? I think they're hungry.
It's a different level of hunger. I think we've seen the way Draymond has been moving during the playoffs, the way they're talking, the looks in their eyes, even the way Steph's a trash talker, but I feel like Steph's talking more trash than I've seen Steph talk recently. Steph is moving different. Even Clay is talking more trash than that.
Clay feels counted out, yeah.
They got a lot of chips in their shoulder. People talking about the dynasty's done and stuff like that. These are the comments that they're being told. These are the things people are saying to them.
Yeah, okay.
I think if they make the finals, Miami or Boston will be lucky to get 6 games.
You think?
I think they'd be lucky to get 6 games.
I'm gonna stick to Boston because that's a beautiful matchup for both teams. Well, for Boston, I think.
For Boston, yeah.
I think
Boston
I think Boston are very hungry. Like, and when I say very, I mean Tatum wants this. You've seen it in the way he plays. You've seen it in the way they all play defense. They're together now. You know what I'm saying? It's a different team. This isn't the team that started the season.
It's true. So,
and the reason why I'm so confident in them is because you can trust basically all of them. Like everyone is right now locked in. They're locked in. They're playing defense, and that's. I keep on saying defense because I think that's what's going to win them. That's what they would use to beat Golden State.
But right now they haven't gone anywhere they haven't been before.
They haven't.
There's nothing they're doing right now. Even this conference finals, they're not doing anything they haven't done before.
I think they feel unstoppable. They've done this all before. I think they feel, but this is a different feeling this year.
I think they took out KD, Kyrie, Giannis.
Yeah,
that's
in dramatic fashion with KD.
Oh, KD. Yeah, he had a good last game, but he took KD out. Then Giannis played well the whole series out. Giannis shot 44 at home. JT beat him
46. You know what I'm saying?
Simple.
So
yeah, their confidence levels are sky high. However, you don't want to again Golden State in the finals. You think it happens if they manage to beat Luka and he's going crazy, like because Luka, I'm seeing Luka averaging 35 in this Western Conference Finals.
No, 100.
He's gonna average 35.
Yeah.
35, 10 and 10. He's gonna average a triple double. He's
Triple-double.
gonna do LeBron numbers this.
Yeah, it'll be LeBron.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But if Golden State weathers that storm and gets through that, they're not gonna be afraid of Boston at all.
I don't think. No, the thing is, I don't think Golden State is afraid of anyone because they've been doing this. They are champions. So.
No, I think they've been worried. I think they were worried about Memphis. I think Memphis worried about.
I don't think they're worried.
I don't think Memphis should have worried them, but I think Memphis worried them.
I don't think they were worried. They got blown out by 50 and were just like, wow, you know, we got beat, and then just came back and won. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they were worried. I think they were just shocked that maybe maybe we should actually step it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. I don't think they were worried. I don't think it was when you win, you go to 5 straight finals, you win 3 out of 5. You don't really scared of anyone in your conference.
You go 3 out of 5. There's a piece missing that helped win that 3 out of 5.
I don't think they care though.
I think they care.
I don't think so.
I think they care.
I think they know it'll be a flipping cakewalk with KD, but I don't think they care.
I don't think they care about making the finals without KD. They did it before when they had KD. They went to the finals twice without KD. They don't care about that.
But they won one without KD as well.
I know against LeBron.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Even though Kyrie and Love were injured, but no one looks at it like
that's
that.
why I said against LeBron, not the Cavs. That was against LeBron.
Yeah.
But no, I don't even know how to put it. Golden State. I just can't see if they make the finals. I can't see them losing to anybody. I can't see them losing to anybody if they make the finals.
No, and that's fair.
And they probably should make the finals, but again, I think it's gonna have to do a lot of the other 2 rounds. Apart from Memphis, I still think Memphis got in ahead a bit. Steve Kerr calling guys dirty players and stuff.
No,
like these guys are coming out their skins.
I don't think. No, I think it's just becoming more and more personal. I think that series was very personal.
But that's what I'm saying. It got into their heads. And Luka,
not in a bad way though.
It helped them. It ended up benefiting them. But then we have to see what happens now in this series. Because let's say Draymond gets slick with Luka.
Yeah, which will probably happen. Yeah.
I don't know if Luka's the guy you want to get slick with right now.
I don't think anyone was scared. That's it. But the thing is, like, as I said, I don't think Golden State fears anybody or any team because I think they just believe with the dynasty we're gonna win. Doesn't matter who we got, we still got our core. We're gonna win. Like, I think that's genuinely how they look at everything.
Yeah.
And they know how to win. They've done it 3 times now. All of them. Well, the core.
All of them. The core has.
But
which also works against them. Only that core makes to the finals. It helps them a lot, the fact that their 3 best players have been to the finals. But it also hurts in the sense of, say, like Jordan Poole. Yeah, you've been playing well so far, but what happens when it gets to the finals? How you can perform at that stage? It's a different stage. We've seen Steph Curry not play well in the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Play well, all playoffs never play well in the finals. Got rings though. So, what's Jordan Poole going to do?
I think, you know what? Not play well versus have a bad start and then kind of fix up towards the end is different. I think
he only did that one series. Most of the time in the finals, he don't play well.
I think with the second time, I think it wasn't 2017, 2016.
When they lost, the one where they lost.
The one where they lost.
He played well. The one they lost.
I think he played well, and then LeBron eventually just said, "I'm that guy." Boom.
And then the next 2.
KD came. I think he had good ass fans because he had KD.
But I don't count that with KD. I can't count those ones.
You have to, man.
I can't.
You know what? I don't want to count. I don't want to count them out.
I count the Toronto. I would count the Toronto one because KD and K were down. So how he played in those series, I count.
He played well in that one.
He played well in those series, but the other 2,
he dropped 40 something on getting triple teamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying though. I think them days are over. Like he's seasoned now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a vet. He's been doing this.
Yes.
So it's a different Steph, different Clay. Very different. I don't think he's a better Clay. I think mentally it's not a better Clay either. I think the way I've seen him play, I think he's mostly been out to remind everyone of who he was rather than.
He looks like he's playing in himself, man.
Yeah.
He's like he's in his head when he's playing. He's not on the court. He's not back yet.
Yeah.
I think his body's back. I think his body's at 100%.
I don't think he's at 100% yet. Defensively, no.
No, I think his body isn't like. He's not moving. He's not doing the things he should be doing at 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's because up here's not right. Like not right in like a Ben Simmons way, but not right as in like he's still getting back to. I'm here. I'm Clay. Like going to, like he needs to get his mentality back. Like it's not there because when you see him move, there's nothing wrong with his movement. His lateral quickness hasn't stepped off. He's still got it. He's still going up and down the court. He can still jump. He can still dunk.
Yeah. He's
getting up the same lift for his jump shots and his threes. So that means your athleticism, everything there is basically back now.
I understand, but I think I just see a different.
He's not playing like Clay. He's just not playing like Clay.
It's just mentally. I think it's just mentally. Yeah. But alright, cool. Last one. So whose legacy will it benefit the most to win the championship this year? Let's say I have Luka, everyone going to stay, flipping, you know all them lots. Who do you think will benefit the most?
The person who benefits the most would be Jimmy Butler.
You think?
In the whole, everyone in the playoffs, the person who benefits the most is Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler takes Miami to the finals and they win a chip against Golden State or Dallas, whoever it is. That's amazing.
It is.
And this, in the story of Jimmy Butler specifically, count it out.
Yep.
It was a second round pick or something. Chicago didn't want to keep him. They tried to make him temperamental, moved him. Minnesota, they gave Andrew Wiggins
locker room problems, apparently.
Yeah. Philly, Tobias Harris got the bag. Miami, they valued him. First season they valued him, took Miami to the finals.
The story is beautiful.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
And then if he comes back out, last year they were tired. That's the only. I predicted Miami will go way further last year. I predicted when you got to the finals, I said he was going to the finals. You did it. Well done. Last year I thought you'd go further. You looked at the team, them boys was tired. Alright, fair enough. This year you're not tired. Yeah, you got injuries, guys coming in and out.
Yeah.
But Spoelstra's got you playing well enough so it doesn't really affect you too much. If Jimmy gets to the finals, the way he's been playing specifically, changed the whole narrative around Jimmy Butler's career.
Okay, I like
everything changes. I
like that. Okay, I was gonna say Luka, but for similar reasons as to why you said Jimmy Butler. I think the story, and I think it's because of the team he plays for. So obviously, you know I'm going Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, if Luka goes on that kind of run, that's legendary. I think, and because he's so loved already. I think it's just gonna propel him to new heights.
He'd be the face.
Yeah.
He'd be the face.
Yeah. He'd be something like that for real. Because I think, alright, when Dirk beat the Big Three, the main story was LeBron choked. Yeah. There's no LeBron or all big time player. He has to go up, except for Golden State, but they're not gonna be like, oh, he beat Golden State. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about the chip. So. They're going to talk about who he had to go through, but if he has to beat Tatum or Butler, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be like, wow, this guy did it. And I think it's going to be painted in a way that's, he did it by himself. You know, he's the only guy. You know, this is what Dirk Nowitzki did. You know, his team wasn't all that. You know, they counted him out every series. He just kept on winning, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
I think because unless I said, because if it wasn't Jimmy, for me it was going to be Luka, right? And I think with Luka, what it does for him, again, it puts him straight into a conversation that Giannis is in now, but Luka will be entering in this is his 4th year in the league?
Yeah.
Like, I say in retrospect, I'm saying Luka's the GOAT from now, so that when we rewind the tapes in 10 years, we know I was right.
Okay, but...
Because real, look at how he's playing. From day one to now, it's crazy. We genuinely have not seen someone play like this.
Yeah.
The only person...
This young.
Not this young. The only person close is Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
And Bron.
Bron, yes. Bron, yes. But Bron's a different type. No, the reason why I'm saying Bron, yes.
First time in a while we've seen something like this.
And Bron was a different style of player. Bron was more athletic. Bron... I'm not going to say he was more pass first, but he was more pass first. I feel like Luka gets accidental triple doubles. He's not really trying to get a triple double. He's passing to you, man, because there's just too many bodies on him, not because he wants to. And that's how he's getting.
He's a killer. He's a killer. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like
he's a killer.
He is
a smart killer.
Yeah, it's like watching a slow Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan was slow, he'd be Luka. It's crazy.
He reminds me of Larry Bird, low key.
That's a very good comment.
Like a Bird 2.0, like.
Talks trash like him too.
Yeah.
I imagine Luka's telling everybody.
It's Slovenian.
Bruh. If you thought I'd be fighting Luka, I can't lie. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. If I was an NBA player from America, I wouldn't take it.
You have to, bro. You give it to you like that. You better shut your mouth and play some plays on defense. You better get stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Luka really. If he wins a chip this year. That's the start of a dynasty in Dallas. That means that's gonna tell everyone who's already thinking about coming to play with Luka.
Yeah, I think people are gonna come running over. Yeah,
because then they'll be like, he did it with Jalen Brunson, and who?
Who's been playing very well, by the way.
He has been playing very well. No offense to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I know you mean.
Dude, Jalen Brunson.
I just wanted to give a shout.
Spencer Dinwiddie, Maxi Kleber.
Yeah.
Bertans, that's the team. Like Norman Powell's the 5.
Yeah.
And if he gets into a finals, that's enough for someone.
Half
the league is gonna go play.
Crazy. Yeah.
Making the finals is enough. If he wins the chip, that's it. It's his league.
Okay, agreed. Okay, first, I agree with that too. But that's all the time we have for today, man. So, you know, Kemsy, the newest FYD.
Come
Love it,
on,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Man.
Alright, man. Love.
Peace.